That is top class. That's power. Pure power. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
A nation and region mourns the passing of a great cricketer, Sir Gary Sobers, but conversely finds comfort in his excellence as we usher in the start of this fourth one-day international between the West Indies and New Zealand. It's a special one. West Indies team for this fourth one-day international, of course, 4 changes from that team that played the third one-day international at Providence in Guyana. And New Zealand leading the series 2-1. They've also made a couple changes. Matt Fisher, right-arm fast bowler, coming into the side. So to Nick Kelly. So 2 newcomers in the 11. We'll have to wait and see how both teams adjust. First ball. Nicely played on the up, in good control. Justin Graves gets a first boundary for the West Indies. Bowled nicely, just using the bounce. He was waiting on it. Justin Graves got it square enough to beat that fielder at square leg. It's more like the length. And that's more like a brilliant wicket with a one-handed catch. Very nonchalant in his follow-through. Makes a really good grab.
I wonder if it was because of the surface or the catch from Nathan Smith. That was such a top catch from him. An exceptional grab, very low down, athletic, you'll say. Had to get low to take it. Justin Graves though has to go back for 10. West Indies 12 for 1.
Latched onto it, so starting he will hope to feel a little more comfortable. He's been sweating on that pull shot and he gets it away. Might run away for 4. Yes, it does run away for 4. Straight, 2 straight from Smith, and that's all Carty wanted. High quality shot. Nothing wrong with the line. Fisher into the attack, and O'Geese dispatches it into the, ironically, Garfield Sobers pavilion. A shot that the great man would have been very, very pleased about and perhaps played a few times in his career. Yeah! Edge this time, so the missed opportunity doesn't cost too much for New Zealand. Doesn't cost anything. Extra bounce from Santner.
Add another wicket to spin in this series to the so many we've already had. Outside edge, good take, extra bounce as you mentioned, and the first wicket to Santner. It is a wicket maiden as well, so Carty has to go for 13. The West Indies lose their second on 54.
Hey! Oh! Well, this is Matt Fisher's debut wicket in ODIs, and what a wicket it is. Poles flying here at Kensington, and he gets the West Indies captain cheaply.
A maiden one-day international wicket for the right-arm fast bowler. He's had to wait a long time, a cross-seam delivery, and maybe a hint of swing away from the right-handed Shea Hope. That was rapid, 137 clicks, and a near-perfect Yorker dismisses the West Indian captain. 58 for 3 now.
It's a big appeal from Santner. He likes it. Leslie Reefer doesn't move.
Tom Latham will have a chat with the skipper. Will they take the review?
I knew they would. You don't see a Kiwi react with such enthusiasm for nothing.
Clear gap between bat and ball. Go to ball track and when ready, please. Pitching outside off, impact in line, and wickets hitting. Leslie, get you to reverse your decision to out. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
He was very certain, the Kiwi captain, that he's got his man, and he does indeed. Peace goes for 33, and the West Indies are 62 for 4. A use of feet and beautifully struck. Rutherford into the offside, rolls away right to the Gary Sobers pavilion for 4. And another. Wowee, a silent Kensington Oval as Michael Bracewell now is into the wickets for the Kiwis.
Not the right length to be driving, you would think, because of the bounce. And he chips it to Santner, who makes no mistake this time around. So that bowling change working for New Zealand. And the batting crumbling in this middle phase. 6 to Rutherford, 71 for 5.
That's beautifully swept behind square, will run away. And the Greenwich and Haynes stand, well, they'll appreciate that. Can we get a bit of a run here for the men in maroon?
In a sustainable way.
Confusion, didn't move at all. And he's been run out, absolute confusion here, he cannot believe it. Well, the run was always on. Amir Jangu stood stock still. We'll watch this again. Ford was halfway down for a long time.
Yeah, not quite sure that run was on. That's why Jangu made that call to send Ford back, but he was already committed. And what about the brilliance from with Santner in that short mid-wicket region? Diving away to his right. The pickup, the throw, and the dismissal. Ford gone for 7, 81 for 6.
Nice strike.
Yeah, very nice strike from Gudakesh Motie. Getting a long levers out. Very form struck down the ground. All the way as well for 6. Goes again. A firm connection once more from Gudakesh Motie. He ends the over with a much needed boundary for West Indies. 104 for 6.
As he swept, using the pace, just beating that short fine leg fielder to his left. So Motie motors on. Nicely played. Cut late enough to find the gap, and he will get 4. The fine sweep shot in the gap, firmly struck. And the 50 partnership comes up between these two.
Don't know much about that, but we'll run away to the boundary. And the 150 up for the West Indies. They'll take them as they come. Inside out, beautiful, lofted into the boundary of the Sir Garfield Sobers pavilion. Well, Fisher picks up his second here.
And speaking on the outside of the bat, Fisher has caught another good one. He got Shea Hope, and now after a good partnership, round the wicket into the pitch, onto that length. He breaks this stand. It was good from Motie, 41 from 56, 162 for 7.
He's a great leader. Well, uses his feet to this one. Django sends it straight down the ground and should get to the boundary, and that will bring his 50 up. Just his second one-day international half-century, Amir Django. And just the first ball of this power play number 3, a rash shot from Amir Django, and Fisher picks up another.
It's the bounce in this surface. Fisher has enjoyed it again, as we said, cross seam, and it hits high up on the bat, near the stickers. Hard to hit that shot anywhere. So as well as he played, he will be tapping his pad as he walks off, because the shake of the head says, I still had much work to do. 51 to Django, 171 for 8.
What a beautiful classical cricket shot from Alzari Joseph. Hold the pose. Kensington appreciated that.
Wonderfully struck by Jayden Seales. He'll be very proud of that stroke. That's a huge shot. Leslie Reefer Jr. raises that dreaded finger. He will speak to Alzari about the review.
Stand by right, roll.
Ball passes close to the back. Can we go to ultra edge when ready, please? Clear gap between bat and ball. Go to ball tracking when ready, please. Stand by, gentlemen. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets umpire's call. Leslie, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by.
And the
You're on
scores,
screen
the
signal now.
importance again of getting the on-field decision in your favor. Umpire's call. Yep, and you can see the disappointment there in Jayden Seales, but another wicket for the other Jayden. 11 wickets in the series now for Jayden Lennox. And another one, either LBW or bowl, 185 for 9. Yeah, that should be the end of it. Alzari Joseph gave him strike and trying to go for a big one. A simple catch backward point. Mark Chapman makes no mistake, and that's the end of the West Indian innings. All right, let's reflect then on that West Indian batting effort, and you can see the starts there. 33 for Geese, yet again getting a start. Casey Carty into double digits as well. Pope got a beauty early on in his innings. Not much he could have done with that one. Django, a half century for him, continues to embellish his one international record.
Yeah, again, Smith with that wicket very early on. Santner and Fisher. 3 wickets to Fisher, picking up his debut wicket, his maiden wicket, I beg your pardon, here today, and went on to take 2 others. Bracewell with 2, Lennox with that 1. West Indies in the end bowled up for 188 inside 45 overs.
Yeah, 2-1 series lead for New Zealand. They'll need 189 to win at 3.78. First ball of the chase. Yeah, there's the first one. Precisely what Shea Hope and the West Indies want. It is Matthew Ford. And it is a salute. 1 down for New Zealand.
Horizontal bat stroke. Nichols just sensing he had the opportunity to cut the ball. That was too close to him. The angle from round the wicket too, contributing to that closeness and paving the way for a first wicket for Matthew Ford. Nichols departs without scoring, none for one.
What a catch. We saw a return catch in the first innings. This one betters that. And it's Matthew Ford again. And he'll salute again.
And Matthew Ford is single-handedly getting into the act of wicket-taking. Nice athleticism on the follow-through, both hands clutching the ball. Getting another Kiwi wicket in the defense. Saluted off Nick Kelly for 3, 6 for 2.
Yeah, that misfield wouldn't help. When you're defending a total this low, you want to ensure that every opportunity you save those runs. Shifin Rutherford. That scrunched. Perhaps the most confident stroke from New Zealand for the day so far. Chapman on top of the bounce and 4. That's timing. Really is good timing from Chapman. Consecutive 4s. Onside this time, that advancement again. And Chapman is looking sublime.
Oh, that's beautifully played into the off. It will run away. The timing was immaculate. And this partnership building between Young and Chapman. Oh, he's got an edge on it and a hand to it. Shea Hope got his hand on it, but Jaden Seale still searching for his first. It's turning the bat over. It's gone square and it's gone quickly again. Another fight. This one, the ball wins. So 4 more off the bat of Mark Chapman. Oh, that's a good ball. Just asking a question here, Seals.
In fact, Shea Hope has gone up for a review.
Ball's close to the bat. Can we go to all fresh, please, when ready? Yeah, freeze it there. There's a clear spike as the ball's next to the bat. Hassan, get you to reverse your decision to out. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
So Jaden Seals comes to the party for the West Indies. Will Young got the faintest edge on that, taken by Hope behind, who didn't look so keen on the review. Will Young goes for 20. New Zealand 46 for 3.
That's Mark Chapman. I think it was a googly. It does not matter. It's gone miles up and miles far. And that'll be another boundary for Mark Chapman, who is flying today so far. Is indeed.
That is fair.
It is not the greatest delivery that Motie would have served up, but it has done the job and gotten the important wicket of Latham, who has been the bedrock of a couple of the wins for New Zealand. A full toss that could have been dispatched anywhere. one of the young men who's spoken glowingly about Sir Garfield, the late Sir Garfield Sobers, holds on to the catch. Graves takes it, Latham goes for 5, 77 for 4. Out to mid-wicket, Carty can't get there. And that is a shot that takes Mark Chapman to a half-century. A powerful and muscular knock so far. There's more to do, but after his turmoil in the series, more runs. Bracewell this time. What a shot. A stamp of authority from Michael Bracewell to end the over, bringing up the 100 for New Zealand, 104 for 4.
As we just appreciate this back foot punch on the gap nicely on that occasion. That's punched down along the ground. Terrific stroke on the up and through the covers. There's another brilliant stroke from Bracewell. That's clubbed back past the bowler. Jaden Seals attempted the save but couldn't stop it. So 3 fours in the over, 123 for 4. That was hammered. Pulled away in that deep mid-wicket region, not a man moving. It's a nice little chip that goes all the way for 6. Didn't quite time it.
Catch it, no, catch it.
Catch it is the call, catch it is the call, and the catch is taken. So Shafane Rutherford running around from deep backward square, holds on and gives the West Indies a 5th wicket now.
Had to run to his right to get that and get himself in position. It was travelling, managed to hold on to it. Very good wicket for West Indies. Chapman, you feel, has done a lot of damage. He goes for 80, 142 for 5.
Ah, yes!
Well, the very first ball and Gudakesh Motie has disturbed the furniture. Bracewell's got to go.
And that is it, exactly as we were talking about. After a break in play, batters have to regain their rhythm and their judgment. And Bracewell never understood how far across he was. So this opens up proceedings immensely again. 32 to Bracewell, 149 for 6.
Yeah, takes on that mid-off and gets it comfortably over his head. Just 1 bounce for 4. And that's all the experience that Santner has. Welcome boundary, 166 for 6. Clean them up. Azari Joseph at this venue. A match made in heaven. Never been wicketless in one-day internationals here. He's keeping West Indies' hopes alive.
West Indies desperately needed that wicket. He's getting one to nip back and take the off stump. Nathan Smith had no idea about that. The wicket that West Indies needed. Nathan Smith, 8 from 29 deliveries. New Zealand, 166 for 7.
Gudakesh Motie, you beauty.
Gudakesh Motie. Big belief now in that camp for West Indies. New Zealand still requiring 22. And they get Jacob Duffy. 8 wickets down now, New Zealand. Fisher and Lennox with not a lot of ODI batting experience behind them. Jacob Duffy has to go back for 1. 167 for 8.
Takes him on, Goes long, goes the distance. Calculated risk from Mitch Santner. And that's like a dagger in the hearts of the West Indians. Clean him up! A fiver for Gudakesh Motie. An absolute beauty. And importantly, he has another delivery left in the over. Pure theatre here at Kensington Oval.
Absolutely outstanding from Gudakesh Motie. Emerging as the hero that West Indies need in this moment. A fifer for him. And getting West Indies closer to a victory. Just one more wicket they need. This is a match that we have on our hands, folks. Matthew Fisher has to go back for one. West Indies all over New Zealand just needing one more. New Zealand 180.9.
It takes on the fielders and it perfectly bisects them. That is precision at its best from Santner. Yep, hands on heads. 4 needed. Just 4.
It's high. It's a chance. Fielders encroaching. Oh, dropped it. And they come back for 2. Anguish. Players down everywhere, including on the pitch. That is victory for New Zealand, and off the bat of their captain, Mitch Santner, who has played a captain's knock. Takes New Zealand to a series victory, only their second in the Caribbean following 2022, and he's broken West Indian hearts.
What a match we've experienced and witnessed here at the Kensington Oval in Barbados. Of course, a game dedicated to the great Sagari Sobers, and it produced an entertaining end. New Zealand batting first. They were well on their way with this chase, and then they stumbled in that middle phase, only scoring 134 runs for 6 wickets. The West Indians pulled the game back after the rain break. Motie in and amongst the wickets with a 5-for. Fierce fighting in the outfield by the West Indians. This is what they produce with the ball. Again, the star, Gudakesh Motie, his first 5-wicket haul in one-day international cricket. 5 for 47. Matthew Ford started well. 2 wickets quite early in his spell. And a wicket for Jaden Seals, who created that chance. And Alzari Joseph once more taking a wicket here at the Kensington Oval.
West Indies again disappointing with the bat bowled out for the 3rd time in succession in this series, this time for 188. Django with a half-century, the top scorer. Fisher with his best figures in a fledgling ODI career. Santner with 2 for 36, a run out as well. And then New Zealand just getting home by 1 wicket. Chapman flexed his muscle with an impressive power-hitting 80, and Santner, the security 34 not out. New Zealand by 1 wicket.